Hey, what's going on? This is your boy, Asiago, back at it again with 3 a.m. thoughts. Actually, speaking of 3 a.m. thoughts, so when me, my boy Caleb, and Preston, when we were at the beach the other day, we were talking, and hey, we had this idea, what if we do something called shower thoughts, where we have like a quick little topic, and maybe like in these podcasts it'd be like really short, they'd be like maybe 10 minutes long or whatever, and they'd be called shower thoughts, and I had this idea, I'll go ahead and have like freaking I will literally go out and record the shower, like the shower being on for 10 minutes, or record the audio of me taking a shower, just so like just for the whole aesthetic of it. I don't know. I think it might sound cool. But anyways. And then also we were thinking that along with these shower thoughts too, like we can also like invite other people onto the show, and then just get them to speak their minds on a certain topic or whatever. But again, these will have to be quick and stuff. And at some point, I also on this show, I also have a guest coming. I got my friends from the group chat gang, but I want to expand more. I know this dude I work with. His name is Dennis. I want to pretty soon at some point. I really want to get him onto the show, and we can just have a little conversation, see how things go, and hell. And actually, I was thinking, I can make like maybe not make a Discord for this podcast, but go like to one of the freaking Discord servers that I'm a part of. Post my podcast, or post the links to my podcast there, and then tell people, hey, you wanna do you mind joining me for a freaking podcast? I don't know. Wow, it's weak burp. But anyways, enough of that. Well, actually, you know what? One more thing. I'm not sure if my boy Victor, I'm not sure if he posted the podcast where we spoke about this idea on his channel, but there's this one idea that we tossed around, something called, it's not like a segment, but like for one episode, I play my character Pumbaa, the entire time. Hey guys, my name is Pumbaa, and so I play as Pumbaa, and then Victor, he joins the show, and he does his own little voice, and he gets to play the legendary Harambe. I really want to do that pretty soon too. So I can't wait to see how that turns out. Harambe is still one of my favorite memes of all time, and he's still kind of relevant today because apparently, everything that happened this 2020, it all happened because it all happened the moment that Dan Gorilla died. You feel me? You really do you feel me, man? All right. So so let's go on here. Okay, so well, first of all, I'm gonna start with my little opener here. So I was going through my playlist, and again, because I can't speak today, man. Shoot. I'm just a bit too excited too. I'm always excited whenever I record these podcasts, so that's why I'm always, not exactly stuttering, but that's why I'm like, it's like my brain is going off the rails, going off the rails on a crazy train, stuff like that. It's always going off the rails because I'm just so excited. I'm so pumped up with energy every time I hit the record button, man. That's how I am. But anyways. So I talked about my music taste and my music everything in the actually this mini series that I put on this channel. It's literally just called Music Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, whatever. And in the last two episodes, I also talked about a different topic that related to the whole music topic. But anyways. So I talked about how pretty much I talked about my 5 favorite genres, and my 5 favorite genres are respectively rock and roll, let's see, man, I temporarily forgot about that, gospel music, country music, then you got rap, and you got jazz. Hell yeah, jazz. But I noticed, because listening to my or truly looking through and listening to my playlist, that apparently funk music, I listen to a whole lot of funk music. And shoot, I mean, just because I listen to a lot of some doesn't necessarily mean it's part of my, it's one of my favorite genres. But then too, a lot of the songs that I really do love are a bunch of funk music. And funk, shoot, just get like a funky, beat going on. Hell, just it makes everything better. I'm over here working, bored out of my mind because, well, especially these days, because we don't, I don't even work in the back anymore because the old boomers in automotive, they're unloading the trucks, they're pulling the pallets and all, they're doing all this stuff, and we, Cap 2 people, we're just stuck in the freaking sales floor stocking all day. And it's simple, it's an easy job, it ain't bad, but the thing is, it is that, like, the only bad thing is that, at some points, things start getting boring because all you're doing is just putting stuff on a shelf for hours on end, and maybe you might get an occasional customer, pop. I'll pop a question to you, or occasionally you may have a manager or something like that, walking up to you saying, "Hey, stop stalking for a second. We're going to be doing something else." Okay, or whatever. But anyway, so I'm over here, stalking. I was just bored out of my mind. I actually totally forgot where this is going. Oh yeah. So I was stalking, totally bored out of my mind because when I'm just stalking, when no one's asking me questions, when no one's getting me to do anything else, and I'm just doing my job, I tend to just lose myself in my own imagination, because what else I can do? I'm sure I got my music playing, and usually my imagination usually it's kind of like what's the word I'm looking for? Correlates with whatever I'm listening to. Like, let's say I'm listening to freaking Photograph by Def Leppard. If I'm listening to that song, then like my mind pictures me, playing GTA 5 back when I was 15 years old, man. Or stuff like that. My imagination will it will correlate itself with whatever I'm listening to, whether I may be imagining a music video that doesn't exist, or imagining a movie that it references, or whatever. My mind goes where the music goes. It quite literally follows the music. But anyways, I just I again, with nothing else on my mind, I started to notice that not only do I have a lot of funk music on my freaking on my freaking Walkman, it really has a big influence, and just the whole like mentality of everything. Allow me to explain. I'm listening to this funk music. It makes everything like feel better, because it's got me grooving, it's got me jiving. I'm over here vibing. It's all so good. And then and hell, it even makes for great background music. For the few funk songs that I have that's just purely instrumental. Hell, like it makes for great background music because you're like, it's simple. It's like dun 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 dun. Or wait, maybe not exactly like that. That's actually the Wii boxing music, but you get what I mean. Like if or just watch like I don't know what TV show other than maybe well, I know I know a lot of animes out there. Whenever with the music they use for background music, when it's just like a normal mundane scene, like no action is going on. There is nothing too exciting. It's just like maybe just a scene with them with the main characters just talking or whatever, just having a little bit of exposition. There's just simple background music, but the background music let's see, a lot of the time will be just kind of like very mild funk music. It's got the right instruments, it's got the right sound, but it's not necessarily exciting or anything like that. And it just goes dun 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 dun. Or something like that. And hell, I mean, it really does take the mundane feeling out of stocking the shelves all day or doing anything repetitive for a long period of time. Like hell, after this podcast, I'm gonna be not just listening to my music, but downloading a lot of music, and that's very time consuming. And if I don't end up listening to a podcast while I'm doing that, which I probably might, or and I'll probably have some funk music, playing in the background. And hell, it just I don't know. Like, I mean, I didn't really grow up too much with funk music, but let me tell you what, though, it moves me in the same way as my other 5 favorite genres do. And you know what? I'm just gonna say it, and besides, it's my preferences. I can say whatever I want about them. Hell, I'm completing the Infinity Gauntlet of my favorite musics. Now freaking what was it? Funk. It's gonna be the Soul Stone, or not the Soul Stone, or was it the Time Stone? Oh well, whatever was the last stone that Thanos needed to complete the gauntlet. There you go. I got the full six favorites right here in the palm of my hand, man. It's so good. It feels so great. Hell yeah. Whew. Oh god. Okay, so here we go. Anyways, so that was my little opener. Whew. Oh god. That was weird. Anyways, so in the last podcast, I was talking about how at some point I was talking about how I made a podcast, right? I was recording for 30 minutes straight, not really any specific topic. Or actually, I remember what I was talking about. I was recording for 30 straight minutes, and waiting to for the bank to open, but amongst other things, it turns out the Wi-Fi was acting horrible that morning, and all those 30 minutes I spent, freaking talking, it was just out the window full. Like, that got me so pissed off. But for the most part, I remember what I was talking about. So let's spend the next 20 minutes just discussing whatever I was discussing, which what I was discussing was laundry. Yes, of all topics, laundry. Now, why was I talking about laundry? Well, it was because I was waiting for the bank to open. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Bank to open. Hell yeah. I was waiting for the bank to open, and I thought, what, this would be a perfect time to do a load of laundry, because when it comes to laundry, I'm kind of like negligent at. I'm kind of negligent. I don't really. I'm also pretty lazy when it comes to that. I see my hamper getting full, and I'm like, it can last for another day. The next day, it can last for another day. The next day, it can last for another day. And then eventually, I get to a point where, damn, I'm running out of shirts. I'm running out of pants. I'm running out of underwears. Hell, and my work gloves are starting to stink. So maybe I should go ahead and throw all that stuff in the freaking wash. And that's exactly what I did. So I thought, shoot, if I'm going to be pulling an all-nighter, waiting for the damn bank to open, I might as well go ahead and do that. So I think it was around 4 a.m. where I threw in the load, and then 4 a.m. I threw in the load, and the washer. For the washer to wash everything, it takes like an hour, and then after that, let's see. Actually, I totally forgot about my freaking clothes in the washer, and that wasn't until freaking 8 o'clock. No, not 8 o'clock. 7 o'clock. Yeah, or somewhere around there. Somewhere around 7. It wasn't until around then where I realized, oh shoot, I gotta put these damn clothes in a dryer. And if I time it right, by the time my clothes are ready, then I should be able to take them out and go to the bank real quick, and then come back to my room and fold the clothes. Anyways, so I was talking about how. Let's see. Well, okay. Because I'm trying to. Because I remember the gist of what I was talking about. But I'm also trying to remember what exactly I was talking about. I was going out. It was just completely unscripted. It was improvised. But I totally forgot like a lot of the small little details. But we're not here for small little details. But anyways, so I remember I was talking about how I use the dryer a lot. Obviously you have to use the dryer to dry the clothes, right? But the thing is that. I didn't mind too much about forgetting the clothes in the washer. Unless if I were leave them in the washer for an entire day, somehow they'll end up stinking again, and then I'll have to freaking rewash them. But leaving them in there for a couple of hours, they're like, no, there's no harm done, and I don't really care that much. But when it comes to putting them in the dryer, no matter what, I absolutely must make sure that they're out of the dryer as soon as possible, and that I hang them as soon as possible, because I don't like it whenever I leave my clothes, whenever my clothes start, they stop drying, and they're in the dryer for like even for 5 minutes longer than you would, or even when I leave them in there for 5 minutes after the dryer already was freaking done drying, because I absolutely hate whenever my freaking I get my clothes out of the dryer and make sure they're all dry, they're warm and stuff, but then they're all wrinkled because I left them in the freaking dryer for too long, and now they accumulated all these damn wrinkles, and I'm like, damn, I'm gonna have to freaking iron it. But then again, I don't like ironing because well, first of all, it just takes too long. Second of all, I don't own an iron. Third of all, freaking my parents own an ironer. They have an ironing board, but it's in the room, and I don't feel like going all the way to the room to freaking iron my damn clothes. And so, I just so whenever I see wrinkles on my shirt, man, I'll go downstairs and I'll just do the old thing I've been doing ever since I was a kid. Because again, it's not like I don't know how to. I don't know who is blowing up my phone. God, I'm gonna put my phone over there. Anyways, it's not like I don't know how to iron my clothes. It's not like I can't. Again, the thing is, I don't want to bother my parents by saying, "Can I borrow the iron? Can I use the ironing board? I'm sorry, you guys are trying to sleep, but can I iron my clothes?" I'm not gonna be all like that. So what I would do is, freaking just make it quick and easy. Just go take my shirt to the dryer or my pants or whatever, throw them in the freaking dryer for like 10 minutes, and they come out. It's all warm. It's all nice. It's all, it's all straight, wrinkle free, man, and it feels so good. It looks good too. And I'm over here just freaking grooving and moving, busting the groove because I'm over here going, yeah. I look good. I'm looking good. And but the funny thing is, though, is that okay, yeah, sure. Back, when I was going to school, I wasn't wearing a vest over everything or anything like that. Yeah, I mean, shoot. I mean, everybody can see my clothes, and if there was any like freaking if there were freaking anything, if there are any abnormalities, like any wrinkles anywhere, or pet fur or whatever, I mean, people would be able to notice. Although, ironically, back in school, well, maybe in elementary school, kids used to, they used to notice what I was wearing because, it's elementary school. We're all looking at the cool shirts that we got over the summer, or the cool shirts, we got like going to concerts or whatever. And we're like, wow, your shirt's green. I love green, or some stupid thing like that. And then going on to middle school, I mean, for some of the time, yeah, you're cool. You got your cool clothes on. You're walking around, and everyone's going, yeah, you're looking fresh. Hell yeah, brother. And then you got the girls looking at you going, he looks good, or something like that. But anyways, though, but by the time high school rolled around, or at least I don't really see anybody complimenting each other's clothes except for like maybe girls and on their clothes or whatever. But I mean, other than that, no one has ever complimented me on my clothes, unless like I was wearing like maybe a superhero shirt, and I happened to be around superhero fans. So maybe in small situations like that, yeah, people will compliment me on my clothes. But for the most part, no one gave a damn about what I was wearing, and I didn't give a damn on what they were wearing. Well, I mean, except if there was like this really fine girl at school, and I was checking her out. But at the same time, it's not like I'm gonna go flat out freaking ask tell her, hey, you look cute, because first of all, girls, they just don't like me. So first of all, they would probably slap me in the face and not want to talk to me, and plus I would come up as very creepy, and most of the time too, freaking they'll just get their boyfriends and they'll attempt to beat me up. And I don't want no trouble, so so I just never bothered saying anything, which in actuality is probably even more creepy because I'm over here just looking and not saying nothing. But anyways, that's just me, brother. But anyways, so again, freaking having even anything as simple as a wrinkle on a shirt, I didn't want it. I didn't want it. I wanted to go to school looking fresh, not looking like trash, not looking like I was lazy or whatever. Even if I am lazy, I didn't want to go to school looking lazy, man. So I made sure to put my damn shirt in the damn dryer and dry for 10 minutes, and then it's all nice and fine. It's all warm. It's just like about iron day, except without the iron. Anyways. And that's the thing, even to this day, like, I mean, I go to work, I don't, I wear a vest over, over my shirt, and plus I'm my pants, I mean, they're black pants, and actually the funny thing with my pants is that, like, I don't really change them out too much. I mean, sure, if they start to stink, yeah, I'm not gonna freaking continue wearing them, but, when it comes to my pants, I wear them for like maybe I wear the same pair of pants for anywhere between from a week to 2 weeks, at a time. After that 2 week mark, I'm making sure that I put on a brand new pair of pants. Why do I do this, you ask? Well, it kind of all started with when I first started working, because working at Walmart, I was at the time when I started working at Walmart, there was this specific dress code that you have to follow. Like your shirts were limited to either having plain white shirts or plain navy blue shirts, or actually, yeah, there's that. And then with pants, you had to have either khaki pants or black pants. I wasn't too big of a fan of freaking black pants, for the longest time. So I just went ahead and got khakis. And but here's the thing: whenever I got hired, and then me and my dad went work clothes shopping at Walmart. I got me the navy blue shirts because I didn't want to wear white. Well, actually, okay, so now thinking about it, I didn't actually have anything against black pants. It's just I totally forgot that was part of the dress code. I just remembered, and because back in the day, this was the most common dress code: navy blue shirts with khaki pants, and that's exactly what I got. But my dad only got 2 pairs of khaki pants. Now, again, I'm over here making money. If I really wanted to, I can, I can get more pairs of khaki pants. I could. Thing is, I was lazy and I don't like clothes shopping. Hell, like, even if I go clothes shopping for myself, man, I don't spend more than 10 minutes total, no matter where I go, no matter what what I'm picking out. It don't take me long to clothes shop, mainly because I don't want to be there, and second of all, because I know what I want, straight up. No, I'm not gonna be like freaking my mom or my sister, where I'm spending literally like all day at the freaking mall choosing between like thousands of or not thousands, like maybe 2 outfits, and then just picking one or whatever. I don't know. But anyways, so I only had 2 pairs of freaking khaki pants, and then and here's the thing: I worked 5 days a week. So what was I supposed to do? I can't wear my blue jeans because that's not part of the dress code. I didn't have any black pants, so so all I had was those 2 freaking khaki jeans. And so what was I gonna do? I was gonna have to rewear them, no matter how supposedly dirty they felt or whatever. And then I just had to do that. I have to rewear. One pair of pants I would rewear for 2 days out of the week, and the other for 3 days out of the week. And then eventually, I adopted a new system where I would just wear 1 pair of pants for 1 entire week, put it in the washer and dryer, while the other pair of pants I wear for the other week, and I would just keep on switching out. But the thing is that, like, I don't know, eventually I got tired of that. It got pretty old. So when I remembered that black pants were part of the when they were part of the dress code, shoot, like, man, I was like, you know what, I finally got in my mind. I'm not feeling lazy today. I got the money. Let's go clothes shopping. So friggin' I go to the jeans section at Walmart, because when it comes to clothes shopping, I don't really care about getting like the most fashionable clothes or anything like that. I'm not a clothes buff, so I don't have to. I'm not one of those people where I have to go to freaking Dillard's, or I have to go to Macy's or JCPenney's or whatever. I don't give a damn. Like literally, I'm not ashamed to say this. I will get all my freaking clothes from Walmart, like straight up, and I won't give a damn, and I'll still make it look good, because I do look good, man. Even though I say I'm ugly all the time, which is actually pretty true, but still, the clothes I wear, I make it look good. You know what, brother? Because that's the goddamn truth. But anyways. So I go to the men's section of Walmart, get some black pairs of jeans, and I get 5 pairs actually. So I get 5 pairs. They look good. I got 1 pair of pants for every single day of the week, man. And I had no idea black would look so good on me, man. Like it does. It goes with everything I wear, and and they just look good. Like it was a good change of pace, because for my entire life up to that point, I only wear blue jeans, and when I first started working in the working world, all I would wear was freaking khakis. And to be honest, I don't really like khakis all that much, like pretty much not at all. Maybe I would like khaki shorts, but I don't really like khaki jeans all that much. As a matter of fact, I still have my khaki jeans sitting somewhere in my closet, but I don't wear them because I don't want them anymore. I don't like khaki jeans. And especially now that the freaking the Walmart dress code. There pretty much is no dress code anymore. Like again, you can wear blue jeans if you want. Hell, you could even wear freaking zebra striped green and pink jeans if you wanted to. To work, and you'll be fine. You'll be freaking fine. So, yeah, and the whole dress code change happened like maybe 2 years ago or somewhere around there. So again, no freaking big. Actually, no, it was about not 2 years ago, but maybe like a little more than a year ago, maybe like a year and a half ago. But you get what I mean, though, right? Whew. Oh, and I was still a weak burp, man. Although I was actually kind of more liquidy because I just tasted some hot Cheeto in my breath. But anyways, I got the black jeans on, so I'm looking good. So I'm looking pretty damn fleek. But then too, I was so very used to the whole system I had with the khaki pants. I mean, shoot, I got a single pair of pants for every day of the week now. Problem is that again, I'm just stuck in my freaking ways, and I just started wearing one, for I continued my little trend, I would just wear one for a week and then just switch off to another one. But then eventually, I got lazy and tired of doing that because I don't feel like because as simple as it is, as quick it is, I'm just way too damn lazy to freaking just take off a pair of pants, put in, or take a pair of pants off the hanger, put one in the freaking whatchamacallit in the hamper, or whatever. Actually, I remember why I got lazy about doing that. It's because again, I'm lazy about doing the laundry. I don't want to have to do the damn laundry all the time. And one thing that would actually very much I swear I don't have corona. Anyways, one thing I know for sure that fills up the hamper like fast more than anything is towels. But a second to towels is freaking pairs of pants. But eventually at some point, I'm gonna run out of pants, in my closet, and I'm gonna be down to my last pair, and I'm like, oh shoot, I gotta make the freaking load. Oh damn it, I gotta work today. Oh damn it, I'm tired, but I still gotta make the clothes, or else I'm not gonna have work for tomorrow. Oh damn. So what I ended up doing is that I just continue the old system, the old system of wearing one pants for an entire week, and then eventually the one pair of pants for 2 weeks at a time, and then I would change, after the 2 weeks. And let me tell you what, after doing that, my dirty clothes, it doesn't get filled up as fast. I mean, now the majority of the stuff that's in there are t-shirts, socks, and underwears, and towels still make up a grand majority of take up the grand majority of the space. But I mean, but again, though, I can always take those out and make a separate load for towels. I mean, I do that anyways, regardless. But But anyways, shoot, even after they lifted the dress code ban, for pants, and I could wear my blue jeans again. Let me tell you what, brother. Let's see, it ain't no lie when they say once you go black, you never go back. And well, in my case, it's not the BBC. No, in my case, it's the freaking black jeans, brother. Man, the black jeans, they look so good on me. Again, they go with everything I wear, and with all of I got a lot of black hats, and and if you hadn't seen any of my pictures that I would use for thumbnails for these podcasts, I love wearing hats, and I have a ton of them. But but a lot of my favorite hats, they're predominantly black, so again, I got my black jeans on, I got whatever color shirt I got on, got the hat on. Ooh, it's a real good looking outfit, man. Shoot, and anyways, hell, I mean, I got them. I got black pants on right now, man. Freaking love it. I've been wearing these for like maybe a week and a half now. So probably by Sunday, or when I take a shower Saturday night, I'm gonna change these pants out for a fresh new pair. But anyways, so another thing I like to do with these pants is that I would. It started off that whenever I was shop for black pants, for some reason I could never find any in my size. Like my size is about, I think, 34-30, yeah, or something like that. Yeah, 34-30. But the problem is that like I can never find 34-30 pants. I can only find freaking like 36-34 or 34-30 or 40 or whatever like that. So it started off as me having no choice, and eventually turned into me. I freaking intentionally buy long pairs of black pants, because what I do at the bottom is that I roll them up, and I don't roll them up a little bit. No, I roll them up quite a bit, like so it's a bird's about halfway up my of my calf, and you know what? It looks good. You know, it's a little style, and shoot, it may look kind of weird to others, but you know what? I like it. It looks really good, especially because it's black pants, and shoot, the inside and out look equally as good. So hell yeah, brother! Especially when the pants get slightly faded. Oh, they look so good. Man, like, I mean, shoot, a black pair of pants when it's pitch black and brand new, it looks good. But once it gets faded, it looks really good, brother. And I love that grungy look, really do. Hell yeah. Hey, I got a condo in Manhattan, yeah, baby girl, what's happening, yeah, you and yourself invited, yeah, alright, so here we go, back in the second segment of the podcast, so where was I? So I was talking about my pants. Actually, I went an entire tangent solely about my pants. Actually, so it's kind of funny, but anyways, so back to the main subject. So I was talking about drying my clothes. I don't like it when they come out all wrinkly and stuff like that. So that's why that's why when I throw them in the dryer, like I want to make sure that I really keep my time, because I want to go back to the freaking dryer as soon as it freaking finishes, so I can freaking take them out and I can fold them all up. And I make sure that I have them hung while it's still warm, while they're unwrinkled, and they all freaking look Gucci, brother. And the funny thing is that, yeah, like, when I'm at work now, freaking, I'm wearing a vest all the time. I'm moving everywhere, and definitely these days people aren't really concerned about what I'm wearing. So again, why do I still bother? Well, I'm not sure. It's just old habits, an old habit that refused to die. I mean, if it did die, it would die hard, but it hasn't. It's refused to die at all. Period. So, I mean, whatever. I mean, I guess for the most part, it's pretty damn good, because there are some shirts that I have that I use as dress shirts. Like, I got some really nice freaking dry fit shirts, that I want to that I want to make sure that I keep them fine. I want to make sure that I keep them unwrinkled, which is actually kind of impossible to make them wrinkled, but you get what I mean. And especially when it comes to any shirt, I like them to at least look good, when they're hanging up in my closet. Because with the way my room is set up, my closet it's always open. It's always open. And why is it always open? Well, first of all, I don't like the way it looks when it's closed. It looks kind of dull. It looks kind of boring. I don't want my little room to look freaking boring as hell. So I just keep it open. Plus, it makes it easier for me to access the the back of the TVs, the connections and stuff. Although I hadn't actually been needing to look back there ever since. Well, first of all, I had been needing to look back there ever since I got this RCA splitter for all my freaking consoles. Or at least all the consoles that use AV out, which would be the Nintendo Wii, the Nintendo 64, not the Sega, the PS1, and then you got the NES. So those are the consoles that I own that actually use the AV out, and so so what I used to do is I would just go into my closet, and because again, I would just have to kind of go into the closet, and then I can access all the stuff from the back of the TV, and I can just change them out for whatever console I felt like playing. But ever since I got this RCA switch, I didn't need to do that anymore. Like, literally, all I need to do is just press the button on the freaking switch, behind my switch, for whenever I want to play play one of those consoles. I want to play the Wii, I press the second button. If I want to play the NES, the first one. Nintendo 64, the third one, PS1, fourth one. So it's that much more convenient. And my TV is actually on a stand. It's not mounted on the wall or anything like that. It's literally, it's mounted on a stand that also holds my consoles. And on that stand, it can swivel. The screen can it can swivel. And ever since I got upgraded my couch in my room to where it's a futon, but still I call it a couch because that's what it basically is. So I upgraded my futon. It's super huge, so huge in fact that I unlike my last futon, I couldn't just keep it in the middle of the room with a walk-in room around it, because if I did that, I would barely have any room to kind of get out of my room. So in order to maintain space, I had to move my couch all the way towards the wall with the window on it, and in doing that, I mean, I could. I mean, if I sit at the very end of the couch, I could, I could just keep my TV, straightened out, hadn't with no need to turn or anything like that, and still be just fine. But the thing is that like, I bought this new couch for 200 buckaroos. It looks good and it feels comfortable. I want to freaking, I want to use it. I want to feel it at its best capacity. So what I did was, so I not well, kind of permanently. I swivel my TV, to the side a bit, so I can view it. So I can view my TV from the middle of my couch. And you know what? It looks good, feels good, and it looks kind of cool actually. Because I'm looking at it right now, and you know what? There ain't nothing wrong with it. It don't look bad at all. Hell, even when I just leave it like that, it don't look bad at all. I mean, hell, because like it's always like that now. I mean, I can still freaking access the controls in the back from the other side, and how like since the TV isn't blocking the wall behind it, shoot, like I was actually able to hang up some behind the TV. And again, you know what? It all looks good. And I really love it. But anyways, how did I get into the whole tangent about my TV? I was talking about clothes. Yeah, I was talking about laundry. Well, I think I pretty much said everything I wanted to say about laundry. I talked about my pants. I talked about my work shirts. I talked about all that. Yeah, so I think I'm pretty much done with the whole laundry thing. And so that entire laundry podcast. Well, I mean, okay, so it's definitely not everything that I originally had said on it, because again, I can't freaking speak. What the crap today, man. Shoot, please, bear with me on this one. But anyways, so it's definitely not, for sure it's not word for word of what I said back in back actually not almost exactly a week ago. Because again, I was a week ago. How, even if it was a day ago, how am I to expect myself to remember every little last word that I said? Because it wasn't scripted or anything like that. So how the hell was I supposed to remember every single little detail? But you know what though, and two, I kind of added to it, as I went along, and that's the good thing about recording these podcasts unscripted, completely improvised, is that you never know what you're gonna say, and even if I do plan to say something, I might add or subtract from it, and it's all good, it's all for the greater good of the cast, and I really do love that. It brings out the creative side of me. Because I like being creative in situations, they kind of improve upon things, they kind of adjust to my situation, and you know what, and it's kind of is making things up as I go along, or readjusting myself as I go along. It's all good, it's a great exercise for my brain, and I truly do love it. But anyways, so moving on now. Let's see, what else I have to talk about today? Well, you know what? Because this podcast is still my personal journal. I'm just gonna talk about what went on today. What the hell went on today? So actually last night, when I recorded the last podcast, so I mean after recording that, I've already taken a shower before that. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna watch some anime and then play some Assassin's Creed. So I did that. So I watched some anime, and I was thinking about watching or watching more of Full Metal Alchemist or Black Clover, because my plan for those two animes specifically is that because they're the two longest running animes that I'm watching at the moment. I wanted to have this cool little experiment where I stay on the same episode on both shows, and then by the time I hit episode 64 of Black Clover, I'll also be on episode 64 on Full Metal Alchemist. And Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, that only has 64 episodes, so once I'm done with that, show, I definitely know that I'm still going strong on freaking Black Clover, because Black Clover is like 100 something episodes. So but still, and so far both animes are really good. Let me tell you about freaking Full Metal Alchemist freaking episode 4. Episode freaking 4. Let me tell you something about that. Now, spoiler alert, if you plan on watching Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, either just skip, I don't know, skip a few minutes ahead or whatever, or whatever you do. I'm not gonna tell you to get off the cast or whatever, because I'm probably gonna talk about other things after this. So, but anyways, it's a little spoiler warning. But anyways, so I was watching episode 4 of Full Metal Alchemist. Now, what happened in this episode? Let me tell you what, it hit me a lot harder than I thought it would hit me. And the thing was is that, like, I was kind of already spoiled about what was gonna happen. Because I see it. Because if you what you call it, not if you're caught up, if you're if you follow anime memes, and then this is a really big anime meme. So there's something called a Kimura in the world of Full Metal Alchemist, and a Kimura is like this creature, made as a result of alchemy. Not just any alchemy with a living being, and the living being ends up becoming again a created Kimura. So the whole thing about Full Metal Alchemist, it's like alchemy is all about the law of equivalent exchange. You want to get one thing and turn it into another thing. It's completely possible. As long as you do the ritual, and then you do the entire or you get all like the science right and stuff like that, and and of course if it's in the bounds of reality. So let's say I got a pill bottle, an empty pill bottle from Walgreens, because I already done taking all the pills, and that was my last of my prescription. So let's say I wanted to make I don't know, freaking a plastic cup, or not. No, let's go. Let's some a little more than that. So turning up a plastic pill bottle. What if I wanted to turn that into like a little toy car? I may not have wheels, but I can turn it into a toy car, or a little model car, entirely made out of plastic. I can't do that, because it doesn't take that much plastic to make, especially if it's hollow. And shoot, I do the whole little alchemy thing, do whatever, make the freaking alchemy circle, do whatever, put my hands together, and bam, I can turn that empty plastic bottle into a freaking plastic toy car. It's completely possible. And but the thing is, though, is that when it comes to alchemy, it is forbidden, absolutely forbidden to do so on living beings, because as the show says, what is equivalent to the human soul? And let me tell you what, actually, in the using alchemy on human bodies, it's the whole very reason why you got the two main characters, freaking the Elric brothers. There's a whole reason why they're in the pickle that they're in. What's his name? Alphonse Elric is the younger brother of Edward Elric. And so their whole deal is that they tried using alchemy. They bring their mother back after she died, because they missed her so much, and they wanted to bring her back from the dead. So so Edward gets all the materials needed to make a human body, and then he gets like the proper what you call it, not chemicals, the proper elements, like like phosphorus and sulfur and all that kind of stuff. He gets all the stuff together. He draws the freaking alchemy circle. He follows the ritual and all that, and then he does create a human. He does, but he even gets he even does it. He has his dead mother right there. So he does all this. He does recreate her. The thing is, it's not her. Like, it ends up being this abomination that it's just completely not her. And then all of a sudden, because again, it's the law of equivalent exchange. In order to bring this weird abomination of a human back, it starts taking away it starts taking away parts of the brothers' bodies. So freaking Edward, he loses his arm, and then freaking his younger brother Alphonse, he loses his entire freaking body. Like, and it's so bad to the point to where like Alphonse, he had no body anymore. Like, he was basically gone. And so what freaking Edward had to do is he had to make a freaking little alchemy circle on this thing of what do you call it? It's armor, full suit of armor. He made a freaking alchemy circle on that. And then what ended up happening was that he did the whole anime, not the whole anime, the whole alchemy ritual again, and now brought his brothers back. Well, it brought his soul back, but his soul was put into the freaking suit of armor. So if you're interested in anime, you kind of get the gist why. Or actually, you know what? I put a spoiler warning, but so you get what I mean. So that's their whole deal, and so going on from that. Again, it's forbidden to use alchemy on humans, because again, only bad things happen when you do that. And so I was not prepared. Well, I mean, I kind of was prepared, but at the same time wasn't prepared for what episode 4 was going to bring to me. Like, because my God. Ooh. Sorry about that, man. Ooh. Okay, so if you're wondering what just happened now, but before recording this podcast, I ate an entire bag of Hot Cheetos Puffs. So good, so great. Bad thing is that when I burped just now, some of the freaking chili powder came back up into my throat, and man, my throat is just on fire right now. But it feels kind of good though. But at the same time, it's hot, so I'm over here trying not to choke myself. Oh crap! Okay, so I'm salivating because I'm tasting the freaking Hot Cheetos again. I'm over here wanting to taste them again. Too bad I don't have another bag. But anyways, so episode 4, man. So again, while I was talking about cameras, I was talking about how it's forbidden to mess with a human soul. Yeah, you can kind of see where this is going. So the whole meme in the anime community is the Kimura from Full Metal Alchemist. Now, what ended up happening is that so the Elwood brothers, they go to this one scientist. I forgot his name, but I hate this character now. I absolutely hate him. But starting off, he looks like a pretty nice guy. He's a nice guy, and he has a cute little daughter, man, and he's got a big old dog. And things are going great. They visit this guy because this guy, he was a professional in alchemy. He has all this knowledge and power, and so they're over here, looking at his library, trying to figure out, how can they get their bodies back and stuff. And it's going all good, but then they start questioning. Hey, what happened to what happened to your wife? Your daughter's mother. Whatever happened to her? He made up the story saying that, oh well, she left us 2 years ago, and then like the same year I got my alchemy license, and and things kind of went downhill since then. And it was pretty bad. And then the Elwood brothers, they started hearing the story about how and of course this was not whenever they were at the scientist's house, but this guy that was with them, like an officer that was with them, he started telling them a story about how this one scientist, he was trying to make chimeras. Not just any kind of chimera, an animal as a result of alchemy. No, he was trying to make one that would understand human speech. And not only understand, but be able to output human speech. So this a camera that can speak, basically. And so, but he was able to achieve that. However, the freaking camera, all it could ever say was, I don't want to be alive. I want to die. And eventually got its wish because it refused to eat. So, that in itself was kind of disturbing. But not so much so, because I can take a lot of things. But then what happened next was after a couple days, freaking the entire shift of the episode changes. Like, it's all gray, the music starts becoming melancholic, and then they go in, they notice the dog is gone, the daughter is gone, but the guy's still there. So where are they? And again, they bonded to this little girl too, just because this little girl, she was going through a kind of through a rough time, because she's living without her mother, and her dad, her daddy's freaking always working all the time, and she's true, she's always playing with her dog, but then all of a sudden, she's gone, and she's gone. But what you see when they walk into the house is a camera. It's true, and it's a pretty disturbing looking camera too, because it looks like a giant dog with long human hair, and then freaking and then it was able to talk. It was able to talk to them. So it was able to talk to him, but it had this really really off-putting voice, and God, I would just it kind of still disturbs me just thinking about it now. And so it has this really off-putting voice, and it can say only like very simple phrases. Uh, God, so I'm trying to remember what exactly what the camera was saying. Again, it was saying simple phrases, and then but then the scientist dude, he was like, "My God, I finally did it! I finally did it! A camera that can talk, that can understand and output human speech." And he got it. He did it all right. It's there right in front of us. But they started realizing, the brothers started realizing, where's the daughter? Where's the dog? And then the freaking camera started saying, older brother Edward. And then that's all the information that the freaking Edward needs to know, that what really happened. Freaking this fool right here, he used alchemy on his only daughter and dog, and completely mutilated her to the point to where she was just combined with the dog, and she was turned into this creature that, I mean, she didn't seem like distressed or anything like that, because I mean she said, "I got to play with daddy," but no, it just really disturbed me, because again, I knew this was coming. I knew what was going to end up happening, but something inside me just, I couldn't take it, man. I couldn't, like, I had to pause a few times, because man, I was just so shocked. I was not expecting this one episode to hit me as hard as it did, man. Because God, like I legit cried. I cried whenever, like, when it completely hit me. Again, I was expecting it, but when I finally saw it in action, I cried. Like, and I don't cry, at anything, games, movies, anime, anything. I don't, like, I'm not a crier. Like, I don't cry, but in this instant, I actually legit cried. I wanted to punch my freaking TV so freaking badly, because I hate this character now. I hate this freaking scientist dude, man. What he did to his daughter, man. And the whole alchemy thing, it's irreversible. So, and again, I know it's fiction and all, but still, like, all these strong emotions just started flowing through my mind, and again, it's not like it's not like it's exactly the worst thing I've seen in anime, because I mean, if you guys know about My Hero Academia and about what season 4's villain does to the little girl, shoot, like, this villain Chisaki, he would do to little poor Eri in My Hero Academia, man. Like, he would basically exhaust her of all of her power to make these little bullets to take people's powers away. But not only would he exhaust her for that power, but anytime she felt tired or felt too exhausted to go on, this dude would just use his power to freaking tear her apart all the way to her very. He would tear her apart and put her back together, and like almost brand new, and just keep on going with the process, like, all day, all night. And really, when I think about it, that's the more disturbing thing. But I don't know why this like whole camera thing has gotten me freaking, like, crying and all, like, disturbed and all that. I don't know. Like, again, it's not the worst thing I've seen in anime, but at the same time, it's the only thing that's truly gotten me disturbed. And it's been a long time since anything has gotten me that disturbed, whether it may be a movie, a TV show, or anything, or real life. It's been such a long time that I've been truly disturbed, that I don't know. I almost couldn't take it, man. Like, I remember I had to watch a whole lot of freaking meme compilations afterwards, just to get my mind off it, just to, like, kind of like go back to normalcy. And I remember I wanted to record a podcast that night too. And actually, it was that podcast I made about sexual addictions, And so, I mean, I think you can kind of hear it in my voice already, because first of all, yeah, you can hear it in my voice because of the topic I was talking about. But secondly, because I came back right after watching that one episode, and man, like, I was just shook into the bone. Like, nothing before has shook me that much, and God, like, I was just, ugh. God, I realized I've talked a lot more about this. I talked about this episode a lot longer than I thought I would. So maybe I won't be able to. Oh, actually, you know what? I can still go on with what I originally wanted to say. So freaking so after recording yesterday's podcast, what I ended up doing, I watched some anime, and this time, it was it was again. So I was okay, so I'm gonna go back to what I was originally saying. I was thinking about watching either Full Metal Alchemist or Black Clover, but then I said to myself, you know what? I had this one anime in my mind, and this anime is called We Never Learn. It's a very cute romance anime, and man, like I am a sucker for romance, anything, songs, movies, TV shows. I'm just a sucker for them because, well, first of all, the girls are really cute, but at the same time, it's being the freaking whatchamacallit, being the hopeless romantic that I am, is kind of like the closest I can get to, having any of that. But anyway, so We Never Learn. It's so freaking cute. This one dude is he's tutoring these three girls, but these three girls ended up having crushes on them, and it's that's all I could say, for now. But I mean, I'm really enjoying this. So it's one of my favorite animes too, and I just absolutely love it to the core of my bone. And so the core of my bones, man. I'm in love with the girls. I'm in love with the show. I love the stories, and I love how, like, every episode he's always in a situation. He's always in a perverse situation, not by choice but by circumstance. He's always in a perverted situation, and it's funny as hell, man. Like, if even if you're into just like, it's a very comedic anime. I recommend it. And it's made by Shonen Jump, so it's gotta be good. Shonen Jump makes freaking My Hero Academia, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Dragon Ball, One Piece, Naruto. It makes all those freaking cool animes. So freaking We Never Learn. Definitely not like all the other stuff Shonen produces, but hey, it's pretty damn good. So I was watching some of that. And after going for a few hours, I spent like maybe almost 2 hours playing Assassin's Creed. After that, I didn't actually go to bed until like almost 10 o'clock in the morning. Because hey, I could take the risk, because I wasn't working all day today. I mean, I gotta work tomorrow, so I'm definitely gonna be going to bed by 6 tonight. But hey, but shoot, but last night I didn't have to worry about jack squat because I wasn't working today, so I could sleep as late as I wanted to. Of course, I mean, I wouldn't want to stay up all the way to 2 p.m. again. Hell no. I mean, not after what happened last time, but shoot. So I went to bed, and like I planned to wake up at like around 5, to get like a good almost 8 hours sleep, but I was woken up at like 4. Yeah, I was woken up at 4 because my sister just walked into the room. She said, "Hey, wake up! You have to mow the lawn. Dad says you have to mow the lawn." I'm like, "Oh my god, okay." Like literally, I'm just now waking up. Like, or I'm not even waking up to my alarm. You're forcing me to wake up. So, and then this annoying thing that my sister does is that, like, she'll tell me to wake up, and then she'll just stand there, like, in my doorway, just watching me, like watching me as if I'm some kind of a little kid that needs to be watched to make sure I actually get up and stuff. And I know I could be a bit slow, waking up in the mornings, because again, I'm just now freaking waking up. But she wants me to freaking rush my butt off, so I had to freaking I have to make sure. Oh, okay, I'm getting up. If I'm taking long, it's because I'm making my bed. I'm putting on my shoes. Okay, I'm getting my music. I'm getting my headphones. I'm walking out there. And today was just a scorcher. I mean, it was a real scorcher. Freaking, like, it was 90 something, if not 100 degrees out there. At least it felt like it. My God. And the grass was so long that, it just made it tough, to mow the lawn. I mean, not saying I couldn't do it or anything like that, but damn, like, it was kind of tough. And shoot, and compare that with the fact that like, I wasn't just mowing the backyard. I was mowing both the backyard and the front yard, and I don't like taking breaks, like, ever, when it comes to mowing the lawn. I don't like taking breaks because I don't want to freaking mow half the lawn or mow one of the back of the front yard and just don't take a water break and go back to doing it. No, if I'm gonna be freaking mowing the lawn, I'm going all the way, and I'm not stopping until I'm done, because I don't want to freaking take a break just to have to go back out there and continue. Hell no, I refuse. So I'm over here tired as hell, only living off one bottle of water when it's like 90 some degrees outside. Man, it was just pure torture. And so when I finally got done, I went inside, got myself a new bottle of water, and I was cooling off, in the living room for about 5 minutes. And then freaking my mom comes in and says, "Hey, you gotta walk the dog now." And I'm like, "I'm just now cooling off." She says, "Don't care, you have to do it now." And I'm like, "Fine." Freaking so I get my dog on the leash, on the harness and all that, and it's not like I don't enjoy walking him or whatever. It's just that, man, I didn't want to go back out there because when I walk my dog, he loves to run. Like, he doesn't like to walk around the neighborhood. No, he likes to run, like, all the way around the neighborhood twice, 2 freaking rounds. So it's already freaking hot as hell. I'm over here tired as hell, freaking all beat. And I was trying to drink some water so I don't freaking burn up or whatever. But man, like, and I have to go back out there like almost immediately after coming back from the damn lawn. Man, it was annoying, but nothing I couldn't do. And then after that, nothing much happened. I just played Assassin's Creed. Didn't really do any of the story. I just kind of free played. And then, actually no, I wasn't playing Assassin's Creed right away. I was playing Doom Eternal. And then my boy Caleb called me. We had a bit of a conversation. Then he came over, hung out for a bit, and and then he left. He came in late, so he didn't hang out late. All right, so here we go. So the last part of the last segment was I kind of had to cut myself short there because I was reaching the time limit here on the Anchor website. But anyways, he came over. We didn't do much. I mean, we what we wanted to do was we wanted to find the script to the My Hero Academia episodes, specifically episodes 87 and 88, because those two aren't dubbed yet. And the thing is that like he wanted to watch the entire series in dub, so it took him like 3 days to catch up on the entire series, and now he only has 2 episodes left, but there's no dub version of any of them yet. So he wanted to find the scripts and we can just kind of dub it ourselves, but that didn't work out well because I couldn't for the life of me find a freaking script for either of those episodes. And and then kind of just ditched that idea, and we started watching YouTube, just kind of chilling, watching Minecraft streams and stuff like that. But anyways, so he didn't stay for very long because I think he came by like around, I think it was like 8, almost 9, and then he left like an hour and a half later. So again, it was just kind of like a mini hangout. And then after that, I just started playing Assassin's Creed because I can't get my mind off that game right now, man. And again, I played it before 7 years ago, but again though, like I don't know, I'm really sucked into the game right now. I'm just really hooked, and I love it to death. But anyways, I gotta come to the stopping point of the podcast. Oh, and if you hadn't noticed, I'm putting my ads not at the beginning, but in the middle. I don't know. It's kind of like it's a kind of an experimental thing that I'm doing. I don't know if I'm making it necessarily any better or whatnot. We'll just have to see. I'll get some feedback. I mean, let's say as of right now, I know like a lot of my listeners, they're people at work. So, I can get my feedback from them. Should I keep my ads in should I go back to put them in the beginning of the podcast, or can I put them at the very end of or not at the very end, put them in the middle of the podcast, or hell, freaking if I'm over here on the normal making 3 segments, I got my first half, second half, and then I got my ender. Shoot, I could probably put it right before my ender. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But anyways. So if you made it this far, thank you for listening to my podcast. Thank you for listening to what I had to say. Full Metal Alchemist. I highly recommend that. And so and my PSA, because I kind of feel like I have to say this. PSA: don't be afraid to shop at Walmart for your clothes, brother. I mean, hell, yeah. I mean, shoot, you can still buy Walmart clothes and still look good. I mean, look at me. Actually, you can't look at me. This is a podcast, but you know what I mean. So. Okay, so this is your boy Asiago on 3am Thoughts signing off. Have you a good one.